So here we are at Hampstead. This is outside Liam Gallagher's house. As you can see, it's got the Quadrophenia logo up there as well. Now, what's funny about this is that obviously we all know that Noel and Liam always were fighting like cats and dogs, like a lot of brothers do. But even when they moved down to London, they had to move within close proximity to each other. So basically we're like the equivalent of being at opposite ends of the village. So they still lived within the same area. So obviously Noel lived at Primrose Hill and we're here at Hampstead. So what we're going to do now is basically a walk from Liam's house to Noel's old house, just to see how near they live to each other. Come on. So now we're walking down Hampstead High Street towards Primrose Hill, where Noel used to live, in the, some might say, pretentiously named Supernova Heights. Right, incidentally, equidistant, I love that word, equidistant, so grown up. So this is Air Studios just here, so it's equidistant between Noel and Liam's house. This studio actually used to belong to George Martin, I think, and the Band-Aid song, I think when they did like one of those anniversary re-recordings, you know, Band-Aid 20 or whatever it was, they recorded it there. But Noel and Liam never appeared on that because they'd never sell out to do some charity single. No, they're far too rock and roll for that. And who could blame them? So here we are, this is it, Supernova Heights. This is Noel Gallagher's house from the 90s. And basically, this area of London, Primrose Hill, was the epicenter of all this kind of partying in the 1990s. So if you can imagine, you've got TV and film actors like Sadie Frost and Jude Law. They live just behind us, just here in this building. You also had all the musicians. So if you can envisage it, back in the 90s, everyone would go to the Met Bar in London and then they'd think, oh, we'll go back to Noel's, go back to Supernova Heights for a bit of a nose powder, if you know what I mean. And I'm not talking sherbet dib-dabs neither. And that's where they'd all end up. So at the end of 1999, Noel ended up selling this house to Davinia Taylor, another one of the Primrose Hill set. And basically her dad was a multi-millionaire and he made his millions out of bog roll paper, would you believe it, from the bottom to the top, eh? That's how to make your riches. And basically Noel sold this place to Davinia Taylor. When he sold it, he actually had a big bathtub that had the mod logo, you know, the Target logo, the Quadrophenia logo. So he had this bathtub with this big logo on it, and she said, the first thing that I'm going to do when I buy this house, I'm going to rip that flipping bathtub out, which is what she did. Eventually, Davinia Taylor sold it to David Walliams, the comedian, in 2005. And if you look carefully, I don't know if it's still there, but there used to be a chandelier hanging up just there, and it was a kind of afterthought from Noel, and then David Walliams kept it, and I think it might have gone. They also used to be just above the door frame as well, there used to be like a stained glass champagne supernova stained glass effect above the door, but again I think they've kind of got rid of it, probably because it had echoes of that hedonistic time of the 90s. So yeah, it's quite funny that this kind of really affluent stockbroker belt part of London should get these scruffy Mancunian lads down in the 90s. I bet people in the surrounding area thought, what the hell's happening here with all the drug culture and everything, and no, stop it now, you know, Noel and Liam scrapping and all that, and all these people that are coming round descending on them, and all these probably days-long parties and all that. I think we're going to have a glimpse of who lives here now. It looks like they've ordered a Deliveroo, so I wonder what they're having. Perhaps they're having Diggsy's dinner, or are they going to have lasagna, or they might even have magic pie. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and it would be churlish of me to turn up outside Supernova Heights without doing this. How many special people change? How many lives we're living strange? Where were you while we were getting high? Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide. a champagne supernova, champagne supernova in the sky. Woo. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Woohoo.